Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Third down.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. They can't hang with us. Check 59, Mike.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, they'll throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
And he stopped immediately there.
A toss play.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Right at the line.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. The Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Dolphins, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. And he'll be
taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Miami.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again, and that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Mike 52, Mark. I got you.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With 14-0 the score, this is the NFL on EA Sports. Forced out to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 13 yards out, and the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. No, check that.
He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Tight go. Tight go. 70 Lion.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1 yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll try to run this one in. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs swings it through. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to let it go again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Incomplete. The passing game not got in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59. We're pretty quiet, D, we're pretty quiet. Check.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
I got one. Mike, check. 59.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep, and this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault, 45 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Is good. Makes the score Jaguars 30. Dolphins nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Crazy how them tables turn. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch me work.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And the accuracy lacking there for Zuerlein. It's off to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
2nd and 13. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Check, 59. Right here. Shift, 19.
Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
Well, let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
2nd and 15. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This is taken at the 15. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question, because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game, because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Watch the pass.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the
From the 2 now. 2nd and goal.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
On for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? You made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game. And
my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 41 yards. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. And he finds a man on the crossing route. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A quick throw complete to Chark. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Good job, good job.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Lights 59. Lights 59.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
At the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11, and this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
It's 4th down.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 11 yards there, first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal.
That's trash. 18 Rattler. 57's right.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10,
You'll get nothing.
5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
59. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Not ahead of you, baby. I see you. I see you over there. You scared?
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, baby.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
44 is the mic. 44. 79 Broncos. Defense. Set the tone. On the ball now.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Dolphins.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check, check. Mustang 19. Get ready. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
They go play action here on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 52. Mike 52. Yeah. You don't want none.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Dolphins. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting to the Super Bowl that they have to win next week after winning this one.
The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody.